how I'm catching outliers in my system, the Katana Strike trading system. Okay, this has been developed over 7 years. It's been refined. There's 21,000 coins coming out typically per week. And if you don't know what you're doing, guys, you're really going to lose your ass. You're going to blow up your account. And I'm going to show you what I do basically to increase my account balance every week without losing everything. Okay. So first things first, you can see this tool here, this Kartra.trade. Okay. I highly recommend it. I'll have a link below if you guys want to use it to start trading with. Okay. There's a bunch of documents over here. But basically what this does, guys, is it shows, the tokens launched. There's 3,142. Okay. 11 tokens graduated. And then 2 tokens are above the graduation market cap. Okay. So these coins here, they could run maybe, but usually this is a little bit too late for me. I don't like to get in this late. In the Katana Strike system, we like to get in like sub 50K pre-migration, okay? But this is a cool tool that you can use. You can see how fast they're going. I mean, usually if they're taking a long time, they're just slow rugs. They're gonna bleed out and die. And I was able to catch 2 outliers this week, being scattered and not be able to focus trading because I've been helping family like do a bunch of construction and whatnot. But I was still able to catch dumplings, okay? And this is all taught inside of the Katana Strike trading system. And you can see on this one, I made about $250. And the reason it's going down a little bit is because of Solana. But I put in like $11.52. I pocketed $250, okay? I actually could have made more. And I need to adjust my take profit targets. Like I had one up in here, 1 mil. But some of these other ones were like manually. Like I was like, okay, this thing's losing momentum. It's rolling over. This is a viral TikTok meme. And these typically have a lifespan, okay? The attention on these viral TikTok memes typically has a lifespan. They usually fizzle out and die, okay? So I caught dumplings, and then I also caught hero, okay? This is another outlier. I basically consider anything an outlier that breaks 1 million, okay? And I could have made way more with this one as well, and I'll explain my mistakes, okay? So with this one, it pumped all the way up to like 1.7, okay? And like I said, I start taking profits typically around 1 mil. And what I did on this one where I screwed up is I de-risked fine, but then when it came up here on an X10, I sold 50%. So that really shot me in the foot, right? So now I'm not doing that, and I didn't have all my targets set up on here. So I could have made way more money on this one. I really screwed up on this one. But I mean, I have it set up in my system now to where that'll never, ever happen again. Okay, so I'll actually increase my profits big time. You can see this one, I only put $5. I only made $15 on this one, right? But I could have made way more. But like I said, I was testing some stuff on these. And so that's 2 outliers, guys. That's 2 outliers out of 21,000 coins, okay? And there was another one too that actually I could have caught this one, but I wasn't trading the session. And this is all taught in the Katana Strike trading system. Okay, and you can see this one did like, this is like 100x. Okay, this is like 100x plus. We're still catching 100x pluses in 2025. And like I said, the only reason I didn't catch this one is because I wasn't in this session. And I don't trade all day, every day, all the time. There's certain times when it's really good to trade, and I teach that inside of the system. So, if you're struggling, you're new, you don't know what to do, this is a good starting point. This isn't like the holy grail that's going to make you rich and crack cryptocurrency. This is definitely not the whole enchilada. This is just one small piece of the puzzle, something that I use. I like to use Padre. I highly recommend trading with Padre. This is your edge in meme coin trading. Very, very powerful. And like I said, guys, check out my Katana Strike, okay? This system is a professional trading system that's built and refined over 7 years with thousands of hours. And I go all over like, the precision entries, the best times to trade, when you're going to increase your chances to actually make money and not lose money. Moon bags, the golden hour for BNB if you want to play with BNB, because there's a lot of Chinese crypto whales over there. Okay, the trading signals, you're going to get unlimited trading signals that can help you catch 100x gains every week. Okay, you got risk manager. This is something that I go over that most people don't teach. I go deep into this. So even if you lose a bunch of times and you hit an outlier, your account's still growing. Okay, like you could hit a string of like 10 losses or more, or even like 20 losses, right? And you hit an outlier and your account's still going to grow. And most people, if they hit 10 or 20 losses in a week, they blow up, okay? And most people don't have any targets or anything. So you get lifetime support with me, okay? And if you grab Katana Strike right now, it is $1,250 for one more person. And after this sale, it's going to be jumping to $2,500, okay? This is proven. I've helped a lot of students back in the day, like hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions. I've personally made over $1 million and lost a lot, and I'm making it back now. But guys, this is all through experience, and you don't have to make money in crypto and then lose it. Okay. I teach you guys how to make your money and keep your money. Okay. And a lot of it has to do with the risk manager. Okay. The risk manager module is going to help you to where you never blow up your account ever again. Okay. But I'm showing you guys live proof. Like, no, these aren't like some crazy numbers from like, oh, I'm making thousands of dollars, guys. But I'm just showing you guys that this system works and that it's going to make more and more over time. And I will continually show you guys more results. But this is just showing you guys results that I caught 2 outliers this week. Okay, that's already huge, right? So you figure if we go to a calculator like percentage calculator, and you say what is 2 is what percent of 21,000, right? That's how good I'm at catching these guys. That's a point. That's less than 1% chance of catching these. Okay, because I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been in the game for 7 years. So even though that there's like all these sea of shit scam coins coming out of the woodwork, I still know how to make money in this market, guys. Okay, I still know how to make money. Okay, and not lose a ton of money. So this should tell you something about my experience in this game, and you can see clearly my buy-in right there, 23K. You can see my sell. Okay, you can see all my other sells, right? Like, I'll even refresh it. This isn't like a screenshot or anything. Okay, and you can see there I am, Katana clone. That's my wallet. So yeah, guys, I'm the real deal. I'm not trying to fake it. I'm showing you guys real results. Like I said, this would be much higher if I had a bigger account, but I'm using proper risk money management. I'm not risking a ton because you really don't want to risk a lot, guys. A lot of people, here's what happens. And this is what I used to do back in the day. Like, get in a big trade, double up, go to it, double up. And I was doing that for a while. Like back in 2024, I was getting a clean 3x. ACT, I got a 10x. When you're trading on size, that's great. You can do that. But when you're just starting out, guys, when you're just starting out with this stuff, you really need to know what you're doing. You need to learn the basics and the fundamentals. And I teach that all inside of the Katana Strike trading system. Okay. So if you guys decide you want to get taken under my wing and I can guide you and mentor you, check the link below and I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace.